making a decision, because I have met so many people that, well, first of all, not everybody knows that they carry some type of trauma. They think that trauma has to be something major like abuse. And trauma can be something as simple being 5 years old wearing, I don't know, a dress, and another kid coming in and say that dress is ugly, and therefore you hate dresses, or the color of the dress, or the color yellow if that was a yellow dress. So trauma can manifest in many ways,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that all physical ailments have a root cause in emotions. So our emotions and our belief system really can create a physical imbalance that eventually manifests as physical ailments and stuff like that. So when people are raised like, yes, you know what, I'm done with this, I have this trauma, or why am I repeating? That's another thing. Many of my clients come to me and says, Adri, why do I continue to fall back to old patterns even when I know better? And it's because of the limiting beliefs. So in anybody that is finally ready to make a change, they have to decide that they want to make that change, because some people are married to their story. They want to change, but they don't want to do anything about it. So
Right. So the first thing is start with a decision, and that's kind of what I did in when I turned 60. Is, hey, something has to change, and it's not out there; it's within me. I have to be the one that's responsible. So I love that. And then what would be the limiting beliefs that would cause us to not, maybe we've decided, but we keep having fears, or we think we can't do it? How do we overcome that?
that's a great question. That's what I call clearing the canvas. Because the thing is, many people don't realize they have these limiting beliefs, these negative thoughts, these negative patterns that leads to the same result. So a belief is something you think about over and over and over. It's how you see and experience the world, right? And while we cannot change our genetics, we can change our minds. And when the process, we change the blueprints used to express our genetic potential. That's why clearing the canvas is so important, because a negative constant thought leads to a negative belief that gets reinforced by negative emotions, in turn manifesting in worry, stress, aches, ailments, and imbalances. So when you realize...
Adri, I want to make sure I understand. You're saying clearing the canvas, like a painting. You clear the,
Yes.
and so it's just a fresh piece of canvas to paint a new picture on.
Well, this is a term I use in my coaching practice. It's one of my key elements of my programs and how I work with people. So clearing the canvas is based on the idea that you have a clear canvas and you get to paint a new picture, you can write a new story. But for me, clearing the canvas means to also release, well, become aware and release these negative patterns so you can cultivate a positive mindset. It's almost like if you are in a dirty, messy room, but you don't know that the room is dirty and messy because the lights are out. So we can make the decision to make a change, but then we have to take the inspired action, which means doing what's necessary to take us closer to the end goal. So people will say, I want to lose 10 pounds, and they sign up, or 20 pounds, or whatever it is, and they sign up to the gym. Fantastic. They make the decision, they took action. But guess what happens? The first week, they may go 3 or 4 times. The second week, they maybe go twice. The third week, they stop going. And then they're not going to say that gym doesn't work because I didn't lose the weight. You didn't lose the weight because you were not consistent. You didn't show up regularly. You didn't have somebody to hold you accountable. That's why I truly believe that in order to make long-lasting transformations in your life, yes, you have to make the decision, you have to take action, but then you have to be consistent and have a support system, somebody that helps you show up when you don't want to show up. There's somebody that believes in yourself, even, or believes in you even when you don't believe in yourself. So for me, the steps go: make a decision, take action, clear the canvas, meaning beginning to rewire your brain, because the brain is rewired towards the negative. If somebody, or even you, Lorraine, if you have 10 experiences today, 5 of them are neutral, 4 of them are positive, and 1 is negative. chances are you're going to concentrate and think about the negative one multiple times, especially before going to bed, because that's what the brain is trained to. It's rewired to go towards the negative. But the good news is that we can change those patterns. We can become aware of the limiting beliefs. We can rewrite, or we can retrain our brains towards a positive. One simple thing that everybody can implement right away is to start a journal practice where they write down the thoughts and feelings they're having on a regular basis. And why is this important? Because awareness is key. You cannot change something you don't know that needs changing. So once you realize that you have this power you can start rewriting your story when you're journaling. Another thing is the benefits of journaling. It has been scientifically proven that it will increase the feelings of well-being. It will decrease the feelings of depression and will retrain or rewire your brain to see the positive things in the day. So right there, those are 3 simple things that you can do. Rewire your brain by journaling, practicing gratitude, increasing the feelings of well-being, whether it's physical, mental, and emotional.
Right. I love this, Adria, because this is what I believe. So there's people out there, maybe you're driving the car right now and you feel a sense of hopelessness. This is what, Adrian, I want to tell you today. There is hope. It is so exciting to me when she talks about rewiring the brain, because you absolutely can do this. I'm a testament to what can be done if you continue to work on yourself. And like she says, once you are aware, you make a decision, and then you have to become a consistent. And consistency means I have to continue to make the decision over and over again. I don't make a decision, I'm going to lose this much weight, and then not make another decision. Everything's built on making decisions. Accountability is important, but this all brings hope. Don't ever think that it is hopeless, that you can, that there's no chance for you, that you can't rewire your brain. I've rewired my brain, and actually Adria has rewired her brain so that we can begin to live a life of freedom. And I love your idea on the journaling. So I would love you to tell my audience right now how they could get a hold of you. And you had mentioned that you have a free gift. So talk to my audience about that.
Absolutely. So I created a workbook called From Limited to Limitless, designed to help you become aware of some of the limiting beliefs. I created this workbook for the women I work with, and they can find it out. You'll have a link. I'm sure they can access it through that link.
Yes.
Because I truly believe that this workbook will help you become aware of some of the things that are holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself. I want to emphasize that your past doesn't define you. You get to make a choice every day. You want to make a choice. Either you're a byproduct of your past or you are the phoenix rising. Who do you want to be? And how they can get a hold of me. I'm in social media. My name is Adri Kyser. My website is the same thing, adrikyser.com. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And it's been such an honor. I hope people realize that honestly, the mindset, health, and wellness is so important, because after suffering from chronic pain for over a decade, after feeling not good enough, after losing my voice and not speaking, I've been able to grow a successful business. I have traveled the world. I lead international retreats. I coach women. And I became pain-free, guys. That's the best part. I no longer have chronic pain. So I believe that once you make a choice, the sky's the limit. So you can go from limited to limitless every day of your life.
Absolutely. You are absolutely inspiring, and you're bringing hope to thousands out there. So I love it. If you have any questions out there, please contact me by heading over to my website at lorrainehoving.com. Here you can sign up for my email list to find out what is happening in my never too late ever world. I have one more question, Adri, as you go. And the exciting thing is she's going to be back with us next week. I feel like we've just began to kind of unpeel some of this. But anyways, I'd like to ask you, what do you believe is the single most important character quality that will produce resilience?
Oh my goodness, being authentic.
Authentic.
Yes, yes. For me, what helped me be resilient was recognizing how strong I am. I didn't know how strong I was until I had to do it. That was my only choice. Until I had to stand up for my aunt when she was beating me. Until I had to stop being silent for 3 months and finally be able to find my voice again. So once I decided to become authentic and realize that my imperfections, my uniqueness, my passions and my dreams are mine to embrace and fully own, and that thanks to my imperfections and vulnerabilities, I've been able to make connections. I've been authentic about it. That's when everything shifted for me. So for me, knowing that I am worthy and deserving to have it all in my life, that I'm worthy to be healthy, and worthy of relationships that love me and support me, that I'm worthy of living the best life, that I'm worthy of having the friends and having financial abundance. Once I realized all of that, I became resilient just by being myself and knowing and trusting that every obstacle, every high, every low, every success, every failure was just one step in my journey towards my bigger purpose and mission in life.
Wonderful, beautiful words. Thank you, and we will see you here next week. And remember out there, it is never too late to lose weight, and it is never too late for you to clear your canvas and paint a new picture. It is never too late to go after your dreams or live a life of purpose. It is just never too late ever. We will see you back here next week. I can hardly wait. Thank you, Adri.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you next